DNA Studios. Step into a new dimension.
Hello guys, welcome back to another DNA Studios episode. Yes, that's right. Today is just a regular Studios episode as normal. No unboxing today, but let me just say that you guys, I owe you all, anyone watching this video and anybody who watched the last unboxing video, you guys absolutely crushed it on the sword unboxing. So I have to thank you all. I can't do this without you guys. And you guys absolutely killed it. Amazing job, guys. You guys, I was so stunned. I was like, when I saw how well the unboxing video did from the last unboxing video that I just did, I was so stunned. It was pretty amazing. So yeah, guys, you guys deserve a round of applause. So yeah, you guys absolutely crushed it on the last video. So thank you all so much. I can't do videos like that all the time, because, well, that's a lot of products. And as you can see, I am clearly running out of room to do stuff like that. But if you guys keep crushing it like that, I will try to make some more stuff like that happen. Anyway, that's not today's video. Today is just a regular unboxing video, and I got some cool stuff and some cool announcements. If you guys are wondering who I am, or if you are just joining us for this video, my name is A. Goldman, or Aaron. I am the creator and founder of DNA Blog and DNA Studios, this YouTube channel. So yeah, if you guys want a longer explanation, go check out our last videos or check out some of our previous videos if you're just joining us, and you can kind of get an idea of what the channel is about. Anyway, guys, with that said, let me get into what I'm going to talk about today. There's some news that I have been kind of behind on. So just recently, just not that long ago, this was May 3rd, 2024, was when I actually got this notification, or this announcement that the first One Piece US cafe was going to be opened in Vegas, which was kind of cool. So if you're a One Piece fan, and now look, I like One Piece just as much as anybody else does. I'm not a super fan like some people are. Yeah, I watched it back in the 90s, and I still do kind of follow it, but I'm not into it as heavily as some people are. It is a really cool anime, and it's a really long running title. So if you're into it and you guys are following, or you guys are up to date with it and you're reading the manga and stuff, awesome. Like, I'm there with you. I am somewhat of a One Piece fan as well. But I'm not as big into it as some people are. So anyway, there's a cafe that finally, about time we got a cafe opening here in the United States. Everywhere else, gets, amusement parks and like crazy stuff. In the Middle East, they got an amusement park and like all kinds of Dragon Ball amusement park. About time we get something in the United States. So that was actually an announcement that was made on May the 3rd of 2024. That was one of the announcements that I got directly from Toei Animation, and that was announced recently. There's a whole bunch of details. If you look this up, you can find more details. Just Google it or whatever, and you'll see that there's a One Piece cafe that's actually already opened, and because it opened May 11th, it's already open. You can actually go there and go to this cool cafe and check out the One Piece stuff, the food, and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, that's in Vegas. So if you guys ever take a trip to Vegas, go check out the One Piece cafe. The other piece of news too that is a big piece of news is that Toei Animation did show up. They opened up a small pop-up showcase location, which is a merchandising showcase store at Anime Expo for 2024. So if you were at Anime Expo, you probably saw the pop-up Toei pop-up merchandising store there. They were at Anime Expo and had a pop-up store location there as well. And that was actually in Los Angeles. So that was in July 1st. They had a pop-up location that they just recently started doing merchandising stuff and stuff like. But they also were at Anime Expo as well, and it mentions that in this piece of news. So yeah, if you attended Anime Expo, or if you went to the Los Angeles, if you're in Los Angeles and you were somewhere in Los Angeles, they did have a manga store or pop-up store location where you could buy stuff as well, which is really cool. So that is kind of cool. I don't know about you guys, but I am not so here's the thing, guys. Toei is a huge brand but I can't say that I have been too happy with some of the things that they have done. I don't agree with some of the things that they've done. Now, look, Toei, don't you dare come after me. I'm not as a fan, as someone who has grown up with Toei and also as a fan of anime myself. Some of the announcements and some of the things that Toei has done has not been fantastic, just like Funimation and every other company out there. Some of the things that they have done has not been so great. They have hid some things from the fans, and they have not been very truthful with some of the stuff that's come out, and covered up a lot of stuff that I haven't been too happy with. But look, they are a huge player in the anime space, and they're a huge licensing company for anime. So you can't. So it's like it is what it is. And I don't want to say anything too bad about Toei because again, they will come after you if you are if you say anything too bad. I don't want to get myself in trouble. Anyway. So the point is, yeah, your opinion on Toei might be kind of wobbly, just like mine is. But this is kind of cool. They are bringing a lot of stuff to the United States and also opening up and doing more stuff for fans and for the community. So that is kind of cool. But yeah, your opinion of them might be a little wobbly. So yeah, that's cool. They just did that. They just announced that. Selling all kinds of merchandise from One Piece and Digimon and all different franchises and stuff like that. And that's so if you ever go to California, Los Angeles, and you want to visit one of their, or you want to visit the Toei pop-up location or their merch store or whatever, you can do that. You can go to one of their pop-up stores, or even go to Anime Expo, which they do. They do have a booth in Anime Expo, and you can also find stuff like that in. You can also find stuff like that at Anime Expo if you ever go to Anime Expo. Also, speaking of Anime Expo, don't know how you guys feel about big cons, but let me know. Drop a comment how you feel about the large conventions. Have you gone recently? Do you still want to go to big cons? Or are you someone like me who you're kind of upset because of the way things have kind of the pricing and also the way just the cons are being done right now? I am not too happy with larger conventions right now as I feel like it's overcrowded and also just... they are not really pulling out. They're not really. The incentive to actually go to a large con right now is not very good, in my personal opinion. A lot of them are far away and they are harder to get to. And then once you do get there, you're paying a lot in your ticket for your convention and stuff like that. So let me know how you guys feel. Drop me a comment. Let me know how you guys feel about that. I am not so quick to jump on a big con. Myself. Also, for creators out there, some of the larger cons are not so open to working with creators. So if you're someone who's a YouTuber or someone who's a cosplay artist or whatever, or you do cosplay stuff, sometimes they aren't so willing to work with some of the newer creators. So just be aware of that. You really got to fight if you want to, if you're a creator and you want to be invited or you want to come out to a large convention, you kind of got to fight for it. And that's also what kind of upsets me with larger conventions. So yeah, guys, let me know how you guys feel. Drop me a comment. Let me know what your opinion on that is and how you guys feel. And then the other thing I have for you guys for news, and sorry guys, this segment is kind of boring. I apologize. These are just things I missed that I didn't get a chance to talk about recently. The other thing that just recently happened is that's just announced today. And again, your opinion of both of these might be a little wobbly. Your outlook on your opinion of Toei and your opinion of Crunchyroll could be on the fritz right now, since I just recently heard that Crunchyroll turned off the ability to comment on their platform for anime and stuff like that. That's a big one. Now, look, guys, don't get too angry because there has to be a good reason. Something must have happened to make Crunchyroll turn off comments. There could have been an incident or something, or it could have been, someone got a little too, there could have been an argument or something, or a fight or something, and people could have got a little too heated, or something could have happened, and it could have gotten a little toxic, whatever the case may be. There's got to be a reason. I myself have been trying to find out what's going on. Been reaching out to Crunchyroll asking. So Crunchyroll, if you do see this video, please come up with a statement or let us know what is going on and why you turned off the comments on your platform. That was a big advantage to using Crunchyroll, was that you could comment stuff and you could make comments and you could talk on there, which is cool. But if you guys remember, I think Funimation also had that on their platform as well. At one point, you could comment and you could chat on the Funimation platform. If you remember back before, well, when Funimation actually had their streaming service, which they don't anymore. But when they did actually have a chat feature where you could talk. And Funimation is still around, but just not a video streaming service anymore. Anyway, so yeah, let me know what you guys think of that, and don't be too upset with Crunchyroll. Like, yes, they might have turned off the ability to chat, but there must be a reason, and I'm hoping that Crunchyroll will come out with a statement or come out with something to let everyone know what is going on and why. Hopefully, well, sometimes if enough people ask, they will actually. And if people are upset, they will actually come out with a statement, and then other times you may not know. But hopefully they will say something, or they will get back to us in some way. But Crunchyroll, if you see this video, please come up with a statement, or just let everybody know what's going on. So that's just some of the recent news I wanted to cover. And then the other thing that I have for you guys today is that today I wanted to talk a little bit about one of these shows that I have been watching. And I won't do a full review on this. I will only do a little bit because it took me a little longer to do because well, let's just say I still don't know if the show is over yet. So the show I want to talk about today is called God Game, and so this anime actually took me by surprise. I didn't expect to watch something like this. So yeah, the actual series. And the actual title in English is actually God Game We Play, which is the English title, but I just call it God Game for short. Anyway, so the main series focuses around a main character, Faye, who is supposed to be this like really awesome. He's supposed to be pretty awesome at games. And I know what you're thinking. This sounds like Yu-Gi-Oh. No, it is not Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, exactly. It's not Yu-Gi-Oh, okay? This is something totally different. And these games are it's a mix of kind of board games, but like, if you can think of a board game, but only some of them are board games, but some of them aren't. Some of them are actually physical things, like things that like, whether it is like a game of tag, or whether it's like, what else do they play? Or a game of chess, or like a capture the flag kind of thing, right? And there's one where they do this thing where they have like 3 different flowers, and like you have to guess who has the poison flower, who has like the actual like, there's this weird other like star looking flower type thing, and like the gods have to try to guess and tag the person with the flower to win the game and get to the end of the top of the pyramid. So there's all these like different cool games that they play, right? And if you win a certain number of times, which the winning tallies are kept on your hand, or like on your thing comes up on your hand, on your palm, showing how many wins or how many losses you have. One hand has wins, one hand has losses, and so it's really cool. And so like the main character Faye is supposed to be this awesome dude who is really good at games, and who's only won like once, or who's only lost once or twice, and who's rarely ever lost, and is pretty decent. He is not unbeatable, but he is really good. It's sort of like No Game No Life, but different. So if you can imagine, well, if you've seen No Game No Life, the 2 characters in that show are almost undefeated. This guy is not undefeated. He does get beaten, and like he does lose. So it's not. He's not undefeated, but he's really, really good. It's neat the way they portray the character Faye, and also how he goes about winning the game. He's also a strategist, so if you look at the way he plays, so for example, they play a card game in the first episode, and the twist to the card game is that they're not playing the cards flat on the table. The cards are actually like floating up in the like spinning like around you, kind of. You can imagine like a giant circle around you, and it's like in 3D space, and the cards like floating around, it's moving around you as you're playing, and it's like a Go Fish kind of game. Only they're playing it with information about each other, so they have to pick. There's cards that have like a character on them that says, oh, like it's like a person or something about you, a place or a restaurant. So it's like they're playing Go Fish with information about each other, trying to learn about each other. And the first person he meets is technically a god, is one of the gods. So if you win enough of these games, it's a really neat way to play cards. And so he ends up memorizing the position of each card, which is crazy if you think about it, because the cards are like all around him. And he's memorizing the position of each card and what card they are, which is crazy and seems very tricky and hard to do. But really, really, really interesting show. And what I was going to say before was that if you win the game, if you win against enough gods, there's like they allow you into the realm of the gods, or like there's a prize. There is something that you get for winning enough games in a row. I think it's like 10 games or something like that. If you win like a total of 10 games or more, you get entry into the realm of the gods or whatever, and you yourself can either become a god or there's some kind of prize they have at the end. I think it's like you get entry into the realm of the gods, if I remember correctly. I haven't really finished the show, so I don't quite know just yet. They have they're up to, I think it's like up to 12 episodes right now, and they have not really, no one has ever won enough games in the show to actually get the prize. So that's kind of what keeps you going. It keeps you hooked. You're like, oh, well, what is this cool prize? Like, do you become a god yourself, or do you get entry to the realm of the gods? If I remember correctly, I think it's entry to the realm of the gods, if I remember correctly. But they really haven't. They talk about it, but they haven't really showed it, and it hasn't happened yet. So it's an interesting series. If you're looking for something kind of cool to watch, and you like a strategy type game where it's like there's action, there's fighting and creatures, and there's all kinds of fights because they play all different games. There's a whole thing that takes the whole game in a city where they have to like find and destroy that's find and escape this giant god who's like smashing the city before he finds them. It's really cool. There's a lot of stuff, and they're all played in different dimensions. So they go through like a gate into the realm of the game, or to start the game, and that's kind of how they go into different games. And different games, depending on what the game they play is, they have different rules for each game, and then also sometimes they go into another alternative place or an alternative universe or whatever to play a game. And it's really neat. There's really some cool stuff about it. So really interesting anime. It did keep me on the edge of my seat. I was not expecting something like this, and I stumbled upon it one day and started watching. And like I said, I have watched almost all of it. I haven't seen every episode, but if you're looking for something else to watch, I recommend it. It is interesting, and it'll keep you going. Anyway, guys, I hope you like this video. I am sorry I'm so behind on news and all the One Piece stuff going on. I do follow One Piece, but I am not, like I said, I'm not a crazy nerd. I'm not crazy into it like some people. I am a crazy nerd. I am not. I'm not as into it as some people are. I do follow it, and I did watch it back in the 90s when I was younger. But the one version that I grew up with was the terrible one, which was the 4Kids dub, which was awful. So yeah, guys, anyway, let me know what you guys think. Thank you for crushing the last video. It is still doing really well. And I thank you guys. I can't thank you guys enough, and I can't do this without you guys. So thank you, everybody, and I will see you guys in the next one. So yeah, and as always, where's my button here? Has been granted. Farewell. Peace.
Hi there. Please subscribe or follow DNA Anime Blog and DNA Studios on all of their social media platforms. Okay, bye!